After a whirlwind of a trip, we were headed back to Goose in Guatemala City.
Should I try to start her up, or should I just leave it? Gotta make sure she starts. We didn't do anything under the hood, right?
No.
Okay. But we can't take it all off and just lubricate it up like you would on the FJ40. I find myself wondering whether I forgot that I did something to disable the truck before leaving Guatemala. In the end, I think it was just a lack of fuel in the lines. Alright, second start.
Started. Alright, we made it back to Goose. He's safe and sound. Second here, but we're putting the new rear lower links. Is that what they're called?
Yep.
Rear lower links on. And we changed out the charcoal canister, both of which we brought from the US. So he's getting all fixed up today, and then I think we're gonna start driving tomorrow. So feels pretty good to be back with Goose. He's been missing him, so glad he's okay.
These are Wits End brand lower suspension links. They tried to bash themselves out of my checked luggage, by the way. All Goose needed was some new OEM bushings after 24 years, but I figured it was a good time to upgrade to these beefier links as well.
After all the maintenance, I hopped in to get all of our stuff back into Goose before we hit the road.
First time back in Goose. Woo! Feels pretty good to be back in Goose.
It does, it feels really good. We just changed out the rear suspension lower links and he feels more planted. I didn't expect that. I thought maybe in flexing it would feel a little different, but it just feels, I'm guessing those bushings were just completely ripped from the walls. You could see a lot of it, but I think they were very, very much shot for quite a while now, so it feels good.
Yep.
And we're just happy to be back in our home.
Woohoo!
We spent one last day in the city so we could get an early start the next morning. What did we do with our free time, you ask? Well, we went and looked at trucks, of course.
Yeah, exact same switch panels in 80.
Yeah.
All those years, so little has changed. Yep, diff lock. Magic button right here. Majestic. It's just so clean. So simple. The only thing I I don't like about these?
How they don't open up all the way.
They don't open up any further than that. I wish they went a little further, but.
We're officially back in Goose. We're heading towards El Salvador. Not sure if we're going to cross the border today or tomorrow, so we'll see.
But I was going to say the rear suspension links we installed, the truck feels so much more stable.
Yeah.
It makes me think that those bushings, the OEM original from 1995, have probably been broken for years.
Yeah.
The rear flexes really well, but I'm thinking part of that was because, I mean, it flexes well no matter what, but even better because the bushings basically had ripped from their housing inside there.
Yeah.
And it's hard to notice, but I think that we had a little bit of like movement in the back. The truck feels so much safer, more planted now. I love it.
So we got groceries, we gassed up, and we'll see what time we get close to the border, and then we'll make the call whether or not we're going to camp kind of right before the border and cross in the morning, or if we think we can make it and have enough time to find a camp spot tonight. So,
Yep.
not sure what we're going to do, but we're heading that way.
Woohoo!
At the El Salvador border. Actually, we're just checking out Guatemala right now, so I'm staying with the truck since there's a lot of people around just to make sure it's safe. And then Tim's gonna go get passport stamped out of the country, cancel our truck import permit, whatever it's called here, and then we'll be able to cross the bridge, and we have a few more steps on the other side, but it seems, at least on this side, not to be too busy, so hopefully it won't be a super long process on this side. And then our camp spot, hopefully, that we've kind of looked ahead at, isn't very far. So once we get the border done, we should be free and clear pretty quickly here. So hopefully it goes well. Out of Guatemala, checked out of Guatemala, and it was pretty quick, maybe 15 minutes, and now we're on the El Salvador side, get our vehicle checked in, and go from there. So it doesn't look very busy again, so I think it'll be quick, hopefully. Quick and easy would be nice. Alright, Tim did it. We're all checked into the country.
Bienvenidos El Salvador. It was
really
easy.
easy, actually. It took us like an hour at most, maybe?
Yeah, an hour at most, and mostly you're just sitting and you're waiting for someone to stamp things and type things in, but really nice, no corruption, no asking for anything. So yeah.
But yeah, the El Salvador side, super
fees.
chill. No one's yelling at you, trying to get anything from you. It was a nice border crossing.
They have signs that says they're in a partnership with Germany to end corruption in El Salvador, and so those signs are everywhere, and there's a number to call, but no one asked, no one cared, no one wanted anything. So we're in El Salvador, $0 spent.
Yep, and so we're either gonna stay the night, I think, at a hot springs. We'll see that, or at a volcano.
Yeah.
We gotta decide which right now. So we'll see where we end up.
Pretty stoked.
Yep. We made it to the volcano campsite before sunset. We were kind of racing the sunset.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful up here, so
It's awesome.
worked out well.
We're coming up a road that on Overlander, and you never know the circumstances behind it, but people said they got mugged, so I was like, all right.
Hola, buenos.
Buenas tardes. You never know. So I had my high beams and my every off-road
Ready
light on,
to,
and was just cooking along,
turn
going,
around.
if there's a roadblock, we're jumping it, or we're turning around. But there's nothing, of course.
That
It was,
smells really good.
yeah, it smells really good. But turn around, show them this view we're stepping to. So we just showed up here. There's a viewing platform, and you're staring at a volcano. Okay, that's pretty rad.
Welcome to San Salvador, or actually El Salvador. San Salvador is the big city that way. Don't listen to me when I tell you where we're at.
Yeah, it's so far it's amazing. I don't know, just a big change. We love Guatemala and Mexico, but there's so many people jogging here.
They're out jogging.
They're out jogging, and it's awesome. I think that's just a good sign for an area when people are out jogging and feel safe to jog. And,
yeah. So far, I mean, we've spent what.
Like
2 hours
in the country, so don't listen to us. But we've sensed the change already. There's, you wave at people and they don't seem cautious in waving back. They seem super excited and waving and yelling and stuff like that. So that's cool. Mm-hmm. It could just be the area we're in, but this is a cool area. So we're at Cerro Gordo. No, that's a ghost town in near Death Valley.
Santa Ana or San Ana. I can't remember which one it is, but the volcano is called Santa Ana, I think. And
so there's one behind us and there's one just the other way behind the camera. So this is one of them, and that's the one you don't hike, I guess. I don't know if it's active or not. And then the one you can hike 11:30 each day, you hike it up with the police. So I guess there you go.
Yep. So we're gonna get our camp set before sunset and heat up some leftovers from PF Chang's.
We like to keep it local.
Hey, we can't always get Chinese food, so when you're in a big city, take advantage of it.
This is true. This is true.
Whenever we stay somewhere besides the truck, or even just restocking on groceries, I have some major organizing to do. With such a small space, everything has to have a place.
Good morning. Good morning, we're trying some new coffee from Byron's friend. You remember where it's from? It's Guatemala, right?
It's Guatemala, but I didn't know where his ranch was, but his buddy's ranch in Guatemala.
So we're excited to have some new coffee.
You may notice the well-armed policeman in the frame. Although we felt very comfortable, some robbings had taken place on the volcano hike, so it's policy to always have a policeman with you. Hence, the once a day 11:30 a.m. leaving time.
We are leaving our volcano campsite, and it was really pretty. The people were really nice. There were a ton of people that showed up in the day, like busloads of people showed up, which was kind of surprising. I didn't expect
students, there was like a women's hiking group or something like that.
But the people were really nice. We talked to the policeman, we talked to a bunch of people there, so got a good feeling from the people here so far. It was really windy last night. So I don't think either of us really slept very long.
I didn't sleep too much. It was just really loud, really windy, and I think first night back in the truck too, after spending some nights in hotels and in trailers and stuff in the United States. just to get used to being,
All the
sort of
noises
shoulder
and-
to
yeah.
shoulder back in the truck. Might take a couple nights, but yeah, it's funny. It's hokey to say that a feeling is what we go off, but man, the more we travel, the more our gut tells us everything. And so far, the feeling in El Salvador is these people are really happy, outgoing, really nice. No one wants anything from you. So it's cool. We're gonna go to a more touristy area now, though, so we'll see how that changes. But up here, this is amazing.
Everyone's super friendly.
Yep.
Join us next time as we head to the coast of El Salvador.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy our adventure. I wanted to let you know about a few free ways that you can help support us. First is shopping with our Amazon affiliate linked below. And just do your regular shopping. There's no cost to you, but we get a little cut of that, and that's super helpful. And the biggest way to help support us is just by liking and sharing our video with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And yeah, we really appreciate all of your support, the comments. They really inspire me to keep creating these videos for you guys. Unagi.
Unagi.
How the hell are you supposed to make this thing fit? My head's too big. You have to cut it or something.